Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the next episode of Skytear Sunday. It's number 12 here, actually. And I'm not alone here again. I'm Zaraghul hosting the stream for you, and my commentator is nonetheless Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zaragool. I saw so much blue from our king, I thought I was in the underwater kingdom.
Yeah, sure. Welcome to the show, Commander.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And as Zaragool said, welcome to episode number 12 of Skytear Sunday, where we're going to watch Pythoner, who is now on fire, defend his title.
Absolutely. It's his streak, number 3 right now.
Correct.
If
Indeed.
he would win this, then he's going to overcome Giacomo, who's a
Better
number
than the
1.
depths.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're looking at the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, some of them got killed. Obviously, Pythoner dislikes green heroes because all of the dead heroes are green heroes. So we are missing Ishatosk, Kotlik, Zaraghul, and Nelaklen. And Pythoner is forced to use Forhild in this matchup.
Yep. And with half the green squad dead, that's, limits her ability, right? Because Vorhild does shapeshift, obviously, and can get the shapeshifting abilities, but honestly, what one of her most useful characteristics is like the chip damage. Though, on the counterpoint, if you know your opponent's bringing Vorhild, you might just bring a squad that has a bunch of armor, and then basically negates one of her best abilities.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we now should jump into the TTS and have a look
Okay.
what the players are going to bring. So first of all, we are looking now at Pythoner's matchup. He's bringing Akuti, Shelavi, Astrida, Freihil, Brilva, and of course Forhild, who has to be in the first 3 heroes that he's going to pick, so that she's on the battlefield right from the start. I'm going to head over to Bonne's setup. We are looking at a totally yellow squad. Seteru, Kenui. So your favorite hero is here as well. Haburat, Ekrit,
Ekrit looks
Akuti.
like she's been drinking.
Yeah, where's she? Oh, she fell off the board.
Yep.
We help her. Akuti and Shafati. So all yellow over here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think we can just start and ping them. Yeah, the victory conditions here are
Yes.
actually double kill, hunting for power, and the tamer.
Hey, Zaragool. You know what today is. Violence! 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 All violence! None of this control nonsense. It is a great day.
Absolutely. There's something I have in mind which
Okay.
could be perfect for this. Yeah.
Speaking of what's perfect, what would be more perfect of a game of Skytear Sunday than a game with a spoiler card, maybe?
Oh, yes.
So Bonne has locked and loaded a certain card. We won't tell you what it is or what color or anything about it, but Bonne does have another spoiler card. I believe we did allow him to top deck one copy of it, so it will be in his hand, and hopefully he will make use of it. And we will get to talk about it, as it is a very exciting card.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm pretty curious how he's going to use it.
Yep.
We had a glance at the card beforehand, so we are having some thoughts on it, and of course we're going to share them with you. So let's have a look at the heroes chosen here. Okay, so Python did choose, of course, Forhild, Shelavi, and Freihil as his starting heroes. Brilva seems to be on the bench.
Yep.
Yeah, looking on Bonne's side, he's starting with Akuti, Haburat, Shafati, and Setheru on the bench. So
I like it.
There will be blood.
There will. And interestingly enough, he's going to try and rely on that Akuti illusion, well, actually, I forgot because we talked about this. Pythoner does not actually have any ways to generate pillars. He did not opt to bring any pillar cards, so I think Bonne realized that with no real green heroes on the field to utilize pillars, he was safe bringing all of those 0 armor heroes, and so doesn't need to worry about that. Akuti's illusion will be able to provide armor and make Shafathi and Habrat a little bit more tanky if the illusion is protected and kept well hidden. On the Ashen Pass, very easy to do. There's a lot of cover hexes and a small amount of room, so you can kind of form a wall to protect the illusion, and then just let Shafathi basically become a piercing warrior.
Yep, absolutely. There's only one thing left to say before the game starts, right?
Oh, don't do it. Please don't do it.
I do it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh yes. I love this.
90 sound effects for the win.
I really love this.
That was actually a really good sound effect. All right, so let's take a look here at the mulligans. Looking like, interestingly enough, discarding a Shattermind first for Bonne, as well as a Windblast card. So interesting to see what he might have in his hand, that he threw away both a 3-mana lead and some early damage, whereas Pythoner throws away only 1 Shield Slam.
Yep.
All right, and now that we have the decks all together here, let's take a look and see exactly what cards our players will have. So if we filter for Bonne, we have 1.36 modifier, 1.72 mana. The cards include 1 copy of Disrupt, 2 copies of Dodge, 2 copies of Doom, 2 copies of Exhaustion, 1 copy of Mind Palace, 2 copies of Nightmare Incarnate, 2 Presence, 3 Psychic Shield, 3 Redirect, 3 Release the Spirit, 3 Shattermind, 3 Psychic Discharge, 3 Soul Scream, 3 Unstoppable, 2 Windblast, 1 Word of Nupton, and the special cards.
Mm.
And on the other hand, Pythoner, if we do his setup, has 1.25 average modifier, 1.93 average mana, and he is bringing 3 Charm, 3 Chasm, 3 Ice Wall, 3 Nourish, 3 Presence, 3 Psychic Shield, 3 Rampant Hatred, 3 Redirect, 2 Sacrifice, 2 Shield Slam, 3 Sinkhole, 2 Snowblind, and 3 Touch of Leothan.
Okay.
All right.
We
see the...
Yeah, the first action here, the first activation by Bonne is going to happen with Shafathi. He's going to place his illusion and playing a skirmish.
Yep. And that's a very common opening that we've seen ever since the rule change of Predict Within 3, is that Shafathi will often project his illusion out for the worship to immediately start allowing the yellow squad the ability to start looking through the deck and predicting. We see that Bonne actually did discard the card that he looked at as a prediction. It was the Redirect. So using that prediction ability to see, do I want to, maybe get a 3 mana that I can lead with, or do I want to leave it on top because it's a +3 big damage? And so it looks like we are going to lead from the hand to finish the round.
Absolutely. So he didn't find the card that he wanted to play from the deck, and therefore he had to play a card from hand as a lead. And yeah, contesting the dome does make sense. You want somehow to bring the outsider on the board. Like we have got 2 winning conditions considering the outsider here, which is the Tamer, defeat 2 enemy heroes using an outsider, and Hunting for Power is killing the outsider. And another advantage of attacking or declaring an attack action against the outsider will be drawing cards.
Yes. I was actually playing my Clash game this previous week, and we had the Terror Bear and Hunting for Power on the field, and I actually had Habrat, and Habrat was able to actually make very good use of the Reeve card, and a little bit of juice up from Kichi had used a Crippling Precision, and so the Terror Bear started Habrat's activation with like 12 or 13 HP, and then he died.
Oh.
It was quite nice.
Nice for you, I assume.
Yes, indeed, it was nice for me. It was a very measured tactician game. I think we both had like 3 points on tactician or 4 points on tactician, something like that. And then I'm like, you know what? It's time to end this. Either I'm going to kill the bear or you're going to interfere and kill the bear. But one way or the other, this game's about to end. All right, so we do see Vorhild is now going to activate, moves into the lane. I assume will attack a minion and then either lead or worship.
Yeah.
Okay, picking off a minion here actually does matter. You know, most people might not think which minion you kill matters, but in this case it actually does, because if you target that one, or if you target the one on the right from our perspective, that is 2 below Vorhild, then that means that Habrat can simply move up, attack a minion, and then lead. With this positioning, Habrat would need a fast in order to be able to get in range to the minions with just a movement.
Absolutely. So you even have to think here on Ashen Pass about which minion am I going to kill, just to keep that positioning fine.
Indeed. So, interestingly enough, Pythoner goes for option C, neither of the above, skirmishes into the dome.
Yeah, but into an interesting position to the far most hex away.
Yes.
Yeah,
Assume because he wanted to get in the dome, but he wants Vorhild as far back as possible, because if he hasn't drawn a touch of Leothin, she can get chopped very quickly by Habrat.
Absolutely. And there's no shapeshift on her. So
Correct.
well, actually, we could see that with Shilavir or Freihail happen, depending on what Bonne is going to do now. So the good thing about killing that minion in the mid means that you still have a positioning which is unfortunate for Akuti. So she can't place her illusion that easy close to an enemy minion, or she has to.
Correct.
She first has to move and then position her illusion to be able to kill 2 enemy minions in this round, actually.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, we do see here. Speaking of which, it looks like Habrat is going to go. So Habrat did skirmish over into the dome and is actually going to lead there. So obviously, with Shafathi leading in the dome, no need to send Habrat there. But of course, with Vorhild ending in the dome, if Pythoner decides to dome stuff here, it could be, but the Habrat illusion comes down. So as you mentioned, now Akuti can move over, project her illusion, kill 2 minions, and then use the Habrat effect to slide into the dome.
Absolutely, yes. So did you see by any chance if the card that Habrat predicted is the card that he used for the lead?
It is. It is, yes, because beforehand we had redirect on top and 3 in the discard, so it is indeed the card that was predicted from the Shafathi illusion ability. So again, Bonne already getting pretty good value out of that Shafathi illusion.
Yeah.
And now Pythoner is going to go with Shilavi. So perhaps Shilavi will worship on... See, she could worship on herself, interestingly enough, and then clear off the 2 minions, or she can just dive into the dome, worship Vorhild or herself, and then lead. With the lead action here, makes me think she's going to worship herself, perhaps.
Yeah, at the end.
And so a lead from the hand as well. So with this setup, Pythoner can actually just win the dome at the expense of the lane.
Yes.
Because at this point, it's pretty obvious that Bonne gets control of the lane here, because Habrat has a lead card that's predicted, so we assume that it's a 2 or a 3, probably most likely a 3. Akuti can kill off at minimum 1 minion. And without having any way to prevent Freyhill from getting in the dome, Freyhill can simply just march in, and then Pythoner has a 6-5 advantage.
Yeah.
Although Bonne does have the flex. If he has presence, Akuti could pop the presence, and then at best Pythoner could tie the dome.
Yes.
That might be worth considering.
Yeah, this is the advantage in the end for the first player.
Yes.
We'll see what can be the best use for Bonne here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he still needs to move first to bring his illusion somewhere near a position to kill one of the minions.
Correct. I think you should, if I were Bonne, I would probably, and again, this is assuming that I have the presence, I would move to the cover hex that's to the left of the Hobrod illusion, project my illusion out so that I can get one of the minions, pop a minion, hit retribution on the other minion, that lets me slide into the dome, and if I have presence, pop the flux, presence, boom, there we go. I have enough to defend the dome. And so Pythoner can choose to either tie the dome and get smashed in the lane or lose the dome and do some damage control in the lane.
Yeah. I'm going to put Haburat's hero card on stream so that we can have a look again.
Good idea, because I think
Yeah.
Habrat's ability is underappreciated and understood, I think. So that's actually a very good
Absolutely.
call.
When a projected hero damages an enemy minion with an attack action, you may move them 1 hex. So this is
Ooh,
what we're
okay.
actually talking about. Okay, he doesn't do
Oh,
what you were
okay.
assuming, but I think it's
Yeah,
in the
you
end,
can
it's
just do
the
it on
same.
different minions.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can project his illusion such that he gets the minion right above him, pretty much, and then pick one of the farther ones off, and then slide into Dome 3.
Yep.
Um,
And then putting a Kudi on a stream. So she can use her retribution skill when the illusion is out to kill an adjacent enemy minion. Or at least
yes.
try to kill, depending on the modifiers that he has brought with his deck.
Yep.
If you flip a -1, then nothing happens, but generally it often results in 2 killed minions.
Correct. And looking through this deck, there are no -1s, which means that every time it flips, unless Pythoner finds a way to stop the illusion from activating its ability, that will be fine. Although if you place that illusion, actually doesn't matter, either in the cover hex or out in the lane, there's not really any way for Pythoner to spike it, so
Yes.
this will go.
Absolutely. So, okay.
But it's that far up, though. I thought you would bring it a little bit closer so that Habrat would at least get the benefits, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I guess because the lane he's preparing for round 2, because he's going to send the control zone flying forward, so he wants the token to be where the control point is going to be.
Yes. Makes sense. Makes absolute sense. So he's
Mm-hmm.
attacking the minion on the left, flipping a 0, which still kills the minion, and then he's going to trigger the retribution.
Yep. So the question is, actually, I don't really think it matters which one you kill. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Dead minion. And then exactly pinging the Habrat illusion to slide into the dome. And again, Shafathi already led for Pythoner, or excuse me, for Bonne there. So as of right now, the dome is tied. If there's a presence to be played, then Bonne would take the advantage, and it does not look like it. It looks like he exhausted a Kudi. So now Pythoner can choose to either win the dome and lose the lane, or tie the dome and stabilize the lane. Or actually probably just tie the lane, because you can pop off a minion, lead with a 3, and call it a day. So let's see. Does Pythoner want that bear? Ooh, looks like he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it'll cost you 2 actions. At least. Okay. Move, attack, and then perhaps skirmish. Yeah, and then he's in.
Okay, so he is going to go for the dome. Yep. Okay.
Okay, that's
all right. So overall, yeah. So basically, the point there was that he was just minimizing the surviving minions for Bonne. Pythoner knows that the dome is going to get, or the control zone of the lane is going to get sent directly against his tower. But now Bonne will only have 3 minions as opposed to 4. All right, looks like no end of turn shenanigans. So there we go. Shafathi shows a 3. And of course, Fryhill or whomever. Oh, no, first we do Habrat. That's correct, because Habrat is in the lane. So there we go. Flying against the tower, like we said. And now we set up there. Pythoner has to make sure to put that minion not adjacent to the Akudi illusion.
Oh, yes.
Although that would be a very fundamental whoopsie-daisy, as we like to say. Oh, using the Shillavi alt and a Soul Scream. Okay, so therefore Pythoner does get the Terror Bear. Now, interestingly enough, oh no, that's right. There's cover hexes in the dome. Never mind. I keep forgetting there's cover hexes in the dome
There is. Yeah,
because
actually.
I haven't played
there
After
is.
Pass.
Mhm.
Yep. So I would assume that we're going to put the Terror Bear right in dome number 3, because all of Pythoner's heroes are there. Now, interesting question. We've seen this before, Zaraghul. The Great Wall of Heroes,
Oh,
the bear, and hunting for power.
oh yes. I
Is
remember.
Pythoner just setting up where the bear is going to get... Because you can do something to a cootie, skirmish into the corner, frenzy Shillavi, and then just move Freyhill over and proceed to beat the crap out of the bear. And Bonne's like, well, what do we do?
Yeah. Just,
oh, no.
This is, I mean, he brought Shilavi. He brought
Yep.
Freyhill,
Uh-huh.
which obviously is the perfect matchup for this to do.
Uh-huh.
You bring, I assume, some healing cards.
Oh, yeah. He's
Oh,
got 3
yeah.
nourishes and 2 sacrifices, which means Freyhill's ready to torch mana and torch HP.
There
Although,
we go.
if I'm not mistaken, what does he have? Oh, he does have... Bonne does have Doom. So interestingly enough,
But
we could...
Akudi can't play this.
No, that's why why Bonne would need to get Habarat into that dome and join the party.
Yeah, I'm curious what Python is now deciding on the abilities or the skills that he's going to use with the Terror of the Endless Night.
Indeed. As I mentioned, I think Outsider skill number 2, I think that is the... Okay, so we're not playing Box the Outsider in the corner.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay, well, at least this isn't going to be... We trap the bear in the corner and beat the crap out of it. Which, to be fair, is still funny to watch. Maybe not so much of a feels-good man whenever you're having it done. Okay, so we're going to move with the Dreadful Majesty ability. We're going to attack Akudi, it looks like. She's projected, so that is 2 damage.
And she's
maybe
being disarmed, right?
Correct, yes, as a result of the Dreadful Majesty.
Yes.
Oh, Akudi might just get completely demolished here. Oh, that would be tragic. Because right now, Akudi can't get out of that dome area. She is,
yeah, she's
kind of trapped.
Yeah, she still can resolve an attack action and maybe with her illusion somehow try to get onto one of the minions.
This is where you could really use Ekrit to like one barrier some people out of the line. Looks like the last ability was the Bloodlust ability, so he gave Frenzy to Freyhill.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. I would have thought.
Hello,
okay.
Ryan. Yeah, it did look like he's going to smears the outsider. Yeah, and possibly going to win too quick for you to see the new card. Haha, we'll see. Hi,
Oh!
is the miniature. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Giacomo.
Speaking of the new card, actually, Zaraghul, this would be a very opportune time for Akudi to use it.
Oh yes. Oh.
Like
That's
this
true.
would be a very opportune time to use that card.
That's absolutely true.
Because otherwise Akudi is about to get the living crap beaten out of her. So surprise, this card is going to prevent Akudi from getting completely annihilated. If Giacomo says, I forecast as a really surprising first activation for Akudi. See, I'm going to disagree. I think you leave Akudi there so that you bait out the attack action, and then you surprise Pythoner with the card. I think you do that because that means you drain the attack. Because it's very likely he activates either Shillavi or Freyhill, which means you're going to blow either your Frenzy boost or you're going to burn your Assassin, trying to hit the Akudi. So I think that one of those two will likely activate first. So if I'm Bonne, I think I activate Habarat or Shillavi.
Yeah, just to just to get those activations. Okay,
Yeah.
might be the option. I don't know. Difficult
Hmm.
decision though, because depending on how much damage Freihill is able to do.
Yes. So she can't do rampant hatred. It's only turn 2, and Pythoner does not have the flux.
Yeah, could you
Um.
pass the
Oh.
token to turn 'em?
Yep.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
It's out of reach. For me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I said because I saw your hand going for it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Zaraghul's got it, and then it's like, nope, not got it.
It didn't work out.
We tried and failed.
Yeah.
So let's think about this. So we do have turn 2. Looking at Bonne's cards here. Obviously, again, we did top deck the special card, so we know that he has it. Hopefully he uses it, because if not, Akuti's in trouble.
Yeah, but it's an action card, right? So it
Is
might
it?
be
I thought it was a reaction.
No, it's an action card. It would be
Oh, that makes it
really-
substantially less good.
Yeah, because if it was a reaction, then you
That
just
would be
could use it-
ridiculous.
Yeah, you could use it on against the attack, for example.
That was my line of thinking.
No.
I mislooked it. I thought it was a reaction. Okay, never mind. I think Akuti's going first. Never mind. I thought it was a reaction because that's why I saw that card and I'm like, why did we give yellow this now that I see that's an action? Okay, never mind. This makes more sense. Nevertheless, still is going to have Pythoner thinking, okay, well then. The question then does become, we'll just stop speculating there until we see if Bonne actually plays it.
Which hero is going to activate?
At this point, now that I know that it's an action, it looks like I would say Akuti is going to... No, he's got the marker on Shafathi.
Shafathi, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he could still use that card there as well to get close
Yes.
to the dome over there, to the party. Put some pressure against the control token number 1.
That is also true. If Bonne could also just opt to say, Akuti, you are the sacrifice, and focus on trying to blow up the tower.
Yeah, I mean, double kill is online, so this might also be an option that Python is working on. I don't know.
You could start trying to soften people up. The problem is that the other 3 targets, well, I guess technically 2, because if you wanted to kill the bear, then you would just focus that for hunting for power. But Habbarat and Shafathi do both have 18 hit points, so Akuti is at 14, so he might try to set up for a turn 3 double kill. I just don't know that he has enough resources for the double kill in turn 2 at this point.
Yeah, and you need to defend your lane.
Indeed, yes, because Bonne may just run down the middle and say, kaboom! I win.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Pythoner gets extinguished, which would be very sad.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, the illusion, Safathi's illusion, obviously allowing him to teleport, doesn't really, given its position, doesn't really serve too well as a gap closer. Might be useful for a prediction effect. Shafathi could, I guess, use the new card and then... I don't feel like that's a good use. I don't think that's a good use of it. I think he needs to use it to get Akuti out of there, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, Bonne is going to worship. Okay, now if you do extend the illusion... Okay, this is a better plan. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you go for the skirmish action, now with the illusion being over there, it would make a lot more sense because you can just swap across the entire battlefield. So, yep, there we go. We're going to swap position with him, just as you said. And now we're going to say, surprise, we're right next to Freyhill.
You're just jumping from one side to the other side. Okay.
Yep, going over there. And so now we can just start wailing on Freyhill, I guess, I think. Unless...
Or he
Any
might
better
be
plans?
going for hunting for power. Maybe. Attack against fire. Okay.
Nope, on the bear. Would not be good at this point, I don't think. Better to run down Freyhill.
Which is going to happen.
Yep. Although, Pythoner does seem to be waiting a second here before allowing the attack to go through, so are there some kind of shenanigans here? He doesn't have... He might have a redirect for Shillavi. I forget what he has actually. Nope, there's the flip, +1.
4 piercing. So down to 12.
Freyhill's down to 12. Power cards, perhaps. Nope, we're just going to succeed there. Okay, interesting. So we've got an absolute Dome Fiesta here going on.
Yeah. On Ashen Pass.
On the Ashen Pass, Dome Brawl, best way to play Skytear, is a little bit crowded. Hopefully everyone is vaccinated and therefore able to gather like this. We do see Freyhill is worshipping, so it looks like she's going to go and start doing some piercing damage here.
Oh, to herself.
This
Okay.
This is going to be very, very unfortunate if there is a Release the Spirits. Although I guess you probably would have played it right there to prevent the healing. So, all right. Attack against Akuti at this point makes sense. So this will be 2+ the Pierce.
4+.
Or 4+, I'm sorry. Yes, because of the Frenzy. So Bonne, you probably want to do something here because otherwise Akuti's in trouble.
Yeah, she would be melting.
Yes.
Okay.
Melting under the burning sun of the... Oh, we're going to play Redirect. Here it comes. All right, so Freyhill is now going to attack the bear. So the bear is going to take 4+ a flip. And now Pythoner does get to draw a card as a result of this.
Actually...
Does he? Actually, wait a minute,
No,
because
he
it's on
didn't- he
Declaration.
didn't.
Yeah, because it's
Yes.
Declare.
You
Yeah,
didn't
good point. He
declare
does
the
not
attack.
actually get the card. Good point. Yep. So there's actually no card draw. And the bear is going to take either a swipe at Freyhill or it is going to run away. Or could skirmish and do a little bit of each. Although Freyhill has an armor, so that feels kind of bad. Okay. There we go. Redirect resolves. And
Nourish.
Freyhill's going to play a Nourish on Akuti. Okay. So that is going to do damage. Nourish will heal Akuti for 3, but of course, because Freyhill's shapeshifted, that's going to burn her for 3, so that would bring her down to 11.
Tape, we are correct with he does not get a card because it's on declaration, right? He didn't declare the attack against the outsider. He did declare the attack against Akuti.
Tape confirms. Yep.
Yeah.
Does not because it's not the resolve attack against the outsider. It's declare the attack. So that is a slight distinction that makes a difference. Interestingly enough, here though, Bonne hasn't let the Nourish resolve. So I wonder what he might be thinking here. Also, Akuti did burn her mana for that redirect effect, which means she's not going to use the fun new card here too.
Which is sad.
Yeah, because you have Shafathi right there. Like, why wouldn't you... Oh, we're going to pop the Flux.
Okay.
And we're going to play Exhaustion. Okay. Interesting. So I assume we're going to turn the Shapeshift into a Disarm? Or the Frenzy. I assume you would turn the Shapeshift, because that gets rid of both the Piercing and the Nourish effect. And then the Disarm would just basically wash out with the Frenzy. Like, it doesn't seem worthwhile to make the Frenzy into 0+ and then still take the 3, and also still give her Piercing.
Yeah, this would make the most sense. So before resolving, letting the Nourish resolve. Yeah.
Super.
And another Nourish. Oh, you're kidding me.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, that's... So it looks like Pythoner might actually have had enough firepower. He could have just turned and burned the bear if he would have locked him in the corner. That's very interesting that he didn't just lock the bear into the corner and then proceed to torch it.
So actually happening here is the... Wow.
Here comes a redirect from Shelby. Okay, so now we're going to play the Chain Gang. This is fascinating.
And
so
he's redirecting what? The exhaustion onto the
I
outsider?
assume so?
Okay. Wow.
All right, so that wastes the exhaust.
No, that's a stack.
That was a stack. Okay, so Akuti gets hit by both of those. Akuti is actually now in danger of dying because this is going to be a 4+ attack, and then Pythoner can skirmish for 2+.
Yes.
Okay, that was pretty exciting.
And a plus
and it is a
3.
3. Okay, yeah. So,
7.
so at this point, Akuti is guaranteed kill.
Yeah.
If you skirmish her. So no, that's right. The attack was redirected to the outsider.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
Okay,
crazy
I
stuff.
forgot that after all the crazy stuff that happened. Okay, so that is 7 damage. So the bear does get to attack. So that's actually good because otherwise Akuti would have been guaranteed kill. So as Bonne now, do we swipe at Freyhill or do we run away? Because Freyhill has now burned all of her mana. And at the current position, Shillavi is not going to be able to get to the bear without using both move and skirmish, and Hobrock can easily prevent that. Like, Pythoner has burned through all the mana of 2 of his people. And so, well, the problem is he's also gone through Shafathi's turn. Like, if Akuti had already gone, I'd say you just have Hobrock and Shafathi run in and you just try to nuke the bear at this point.
Yeah, I think he has to go next with Akuti to deal something or to do something with her before she dies. So
you can move the illusion down 1 to proc the retribution so that you have a 3/1 in the lane to keep that going. But yeah, with Akuti, wait a minute. I think Bonne has Mind Palace. If he has that in his hand, that might be why he used Akuti's mana. He could just clean that off and then pop a certain card, but
yeah. Still, what is going to happen with the outsider?
That is a good question. We are waiting to see. I think Bonne is starting to do maths here. Freyhill is at 14 HP, so she's not, not particularly weak.
She's shapeshifted. She would be able to
retaliate. She could retaliate. This could just turn into a slap contest of who wants to run it down.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is interesting because she's within 3 hexes of Shillavi. And then her revenge skill is going to trigger when a friendly shapeshifted hero within 3 hexes loses HP. That hero may deal 1+ damage to target adjacent enemy hero, which the outsider actually is.
Yes. Okay. He's pinging that, so it is an attack. All right.
Okay.
3+. Interesting.
Going to start the cat fight.
All right. 3 damage to Freyhill brings her to 11. Does Pythoner say, let's run it down? See, now here's the problem. Running it down is very dangerous because if Pythoner quits when it's low, Hobrock can just run in and gun him down. Like, let's not forget that Hobrock could worship, move in, or skirmish in, whatever, and then attack for 5+.
Oh, he's going to trigger this.
Okay, so that's 3 damage.
Whoops.
You did it against Akuti, though. Okay.
Yes.
Pythoner decides not to play a game of chicken. I'm a little bit disappointed in him. That would have been really entertaining. That does set it up, though, so that Akuti most likely just dies to Shillavi now.
Yeah. Do we have an action left with Freyhill? I assume so.
I think so, because
attack, and we're missing the skirmish. Okay,
there's the skirmish. Yep. So this skirmish will do 2+ piercing. Actually, this could kill if it's a 3. Nope, only a 1. Okay, so that will deal 3 damage to Akuti, brings her down to 2, which means that is a guaranteed kill from a Shillavi attack. And Freyhill's going to stick in the dome. Okay. I
mean, Shillavi just needs to look at Akuti and she's going to fall into pieces.
Pretty much. Really questioning now Bonne's use of the redirect from Akuti as opposed to Shafathi. Because he had a way to save Akuti. That way is no longer viable unless he's got Mind Palace to cleanse his mana. But I mean, then, like, what do you do as Bonne? Like,
Yeah, difficult decisions.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you're going to do with I think Akudi has to go next.
I agree.
Depending on the cards that um, that Python maybe has in hand. I don't. Does he have
Mhm.
any direct damage cards? I'm not talking about
Um,
healing cards.
no, he does not have. Well, he has Wind Blast, which is obviously a round 3 card. He does not have. The only other cards he would be able to use would be Sacrifices, but Frail's out of mana, so no, there are no ways for him to deal damage via cards at this point.
Okay.
Now, Bonne, on the other hand, does have Nightmares Incarnates, Migraines.
Okay.
Where did that Shattermind come from? Oh, okay, over there from Cythera. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, so he could have. There's actually a fair amount of damage.
Okay.
That he could do there. Ooh, see if he had.
So,
No, the bear's not low enough. Okay, I was just thinking this might be a case where we reverse Suicide Squad, get the Skytear discharge, and then you just run the bear back and forth over the line and try to kill him with that. That would be hilarious.
that would be nice.
But unfortunately, the bear has 11 hit points, so not going to be able to run it down that quickly, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it depends on who's casting that card, right? So
Yes, I would assume I'd assume you'd do it from Shafathi, since that way you'd get piercing damage. But okay. Yeah, Bonne is in a bit of a tight spot here. He has a lane advantage, but Pythoner can just start wailing on. All right, what do we got here? We've got Habrot going, it looks like. So, are we going to continue to dome pile?
Yeah, this is like, let's say, option 1. So you go into the dome and then, yes, where is he going to move? He's hovering
I assume
over,
the lane. Because if you were going to go for the bear, you would worship first so that you can get your illusion adjacent, then move.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's going for the lane. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. You put pressure on the lane somehow. I mean, at least with a lead.
Yep.
Next thing.
The problem is though, like Shillavi takes a swipe at Akudi, and then either leads or comes and leads in the lane, and then Vorhild does the opposite, right?
Yeah,
because Shafathi is already done.
But the advantage is if Akudi dies without being exhausted, then Bonne can bring Cythera in next round.
This is true. Which would be just in time for Final Judgment. Which actually, given how tight those heroes are, you could get all 3 of Pythoner's heroes or 2 of Pythoner's heroes and the bear in one blast.
Yeah, if he is going to stick around that way, for sure. So like, without this social distance that is needed nowadays.
Yep. Although we are getting closer to the end as more and more vaccines come, which we've started to see the guidelines relaxed for fully vaccinated people. They're starting to be able to gather again, which is nice. We did see in the Discord some people playing IRL Skytear. Yes. We got some nice photos, and I got to once again envy the artwork of Smiaz's Nantaka, which looks ridiculously good.
Oh yes, brings tears to my eyes. Absolutely.
Interestingly enough, though, yeah. I'm interested to see what the. Okay, we're gonna lead
from deck.
From the deck. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and get your illusion where you need it.
Yep. Okay.
Why would you bring it there? Oh, okay.
So how about?
Okay. Is he going to play a certain card? No, he isn't.
Nope.
There
There would be. Yeah.
Interesting. It would have been
I'm
interesting.
confused. Like, you're not going to be able to attack a minion, so it's not like you get the movement bonus there. I guess. But
Maybe just to be able to redirect something.
maybe that might be the case. That actually, that would honestly be my best bet. Is that he's going to try to use that as kind of a redirect for the attack from Shalavi.
Yeah, Haburat is still no, not Haburat. Shafati is still with full mana, right?
Correct. 2 mana, yeah.
2 mana, yeah. Okay, then a redirect could be possible.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And because neither Shilavi nor Vorhild are mages, that armor that is from the projection illusion of Akuti would matter there.
Yes.
In a skirmish attack.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. This is now having the Akuti illusion on board is a big advantage.
Yes. That within 3 power does make it so that all 3 of those heroes do have 1 armor. All right, Vorhild is going to go. Interesting. All right.
What are we going to see with Vorhild?
I assume we're going to see the attack. Yep.
Uh,
Pythoner probably knows. Oh.
Whoops, no.
No attack?
Yes, no, no, yes.
Maybe so.
Rethinking everything? No, attack
Nope,
on Akuti.
we're going for the attack. Yep, attack on the Akuti. So here comes the redirect. And if there isn't a redirect, then I have no idea why that illusion is right there.
Mm-hmm. Can we see it? No.
I have no idea why that illusion is right there.
Okay. Me neither. That's a dead Akuti.
That is a very dead Akuti.
Therefore, your favorite meme?
Dead heroes can't lead?
No. A small funeral party. Just for Akuti.
That's fair. Heavenly Nupton, we commit to you the soul of your servant Akuti. She got herself deep into the Leothan territory lines. We're not sure why. She had the chance to save herself, but chose to valiantly give her life for purposes that her commander has not yet revealed to us. May she be reborn into the Paradise Land.
That was fantastic.
Thank you. I have no idea what we're doing with that Hobrat illusion, so I had to come up with something else about the Akuti. Okay. Meanwhile, Vorhild is going to skirmish onto Shafathi. Going for a little bit of chip damage, then I assume Vorhild is going to slide into the lane, just in order to stop Hobrat from completely shattering the tower. No damage? Nope.
Oh, getting closer to the outsider.
Okay.
Well,
that's not Gulbjorn anymore. Vorhild, that is not your friend.
Worshipping.
Okay, getting her set up for not being targetable.
She did worship on herself, I assume.
I think so. Oh, no, Pythoner didn't grab the token yet, so it might actually be on Freyhill trying to get her shape shifted for next round, and also just to heal Freyhill up a little bit.
Might make sense, yeah. But still, Vorhild now is adjacent to Haburat's illusion.
Yes.
Which isn't the best position.
Yeah. She could... No, it is on Freyhill. Okay, so I have to assume Pythoner has a touch of Leothan in his hand. Okay, and a +1, so that puts Freyhill back to 13.
Okay.
Okay, so now Pythoner gets to activate his second hero in a row, Shilavi. So now I have to assume that Shilavi's commands are move, attack, and then lead in the lane. Because you have 2 heroes to Bonne's 1 in the dome. There's literally no reason to keep Shilavi in there. Oh, we are going to Skytear discharge, it looks like?
Maybe. Yeah, Pythoner declared
Bonne...
a move with Shilavi, and Bonne is...
Hold it! Freeze!
Yeah.
Wait, no, that card isn't out yet. Never mind.
Freeze.
Also, the only person that could play it is currently dead. So that would be not the right play. Unlucky. Let's see. I wonder. Yeah, I feel like it's either got to be like a Nightmares Incarnate or a Discharge from Shafathi.
Yeah, probably.
Although I guess if it's Discharge, it could come from either Habrat or Shafathi. Wouldn't really make a difference since Brilvar's not on the field. Nope. Okay, Bonne's going to say never mind.
Okay.
All right, so there's the move. Here comes the Cat Scratch, taking out a minion. Shillavy's actually worshipped, which means this is going to be another minion that dies as well. +1 there, +0 there, so very dead minion. Now we're going to flip for Shillavy's passive when she is shapeshifted. Oh, you hate to see it. +3 on the flip on the minion. You hate to see it.
The two flips that you don't want to see flipping on a minion are on one hand the +3s, and on the other hand -1.
Correct.
If
All
you're
right.
triggering a skill.
Yep. So with that lead from the hand here, it looks like Pythoner should win both the lane and the dome here. He does have a 2-1 advantage in the dome, and I assume a 6-5 advantage in the lane, assuming that both of them led with a 3. Oh no! Wait a minute. Habrat is with a. Oh wait a minute. That might be a predicted lead, so that he might actually know what that card is. No, wait a minute. Nope, Habrat wasn't in range of the Shafathi illusion when he started. That's not a predicted lead.
Yeah. So thanks, Giacomo. I still don't have anything for breaches, but now that you're saying this, I'm going to find something.
Oh!
For sure. Okay, Nightmares. Okay.
Shafathi is going to randomly play Nightmares Incarnate on Vorhild. Okay. Interesting.
Why do we do that?
I don't know. To be fair, there's a lot of stuff about this game that I don't know. I guess maybe just to use Shafathi's mana for the round?
Yeah, he was at 5 cards. Yes, he was at 5 cards. Yeah. He will draw 2 cards for sure.
Yeah, so he'd be at 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, so that brings Vorhild down to 10 HP. Habrat, nope, we're going to go ahead and flip here. So, Habrat only had a 2. So that's actually going to be a 4-6 advantage for Pythoner. So dead minion, and then the token will move 2.
Yep.
1 and 2.
Releasing the pressure a bit.
Yep. Now Pythoner has 4 minions to Bonne's 2. Obviously, the control token not within range of Bonne's tower, but with a 2-minion advantage and 4 minions there. Bonne thinking, Pythoner thinking, you know what, I'm pretty safe here, not too bad. And then the Terror Bear again comes up for Pythoner as well.
Yeah. Did he draw 2 cards then? Yeah.
No, he just drew 1.
Yeah, he drew.
Okay, now he just drew. Yeah. Yep. And now we have the bear. So what do we do with the bear here? Honestly, attack Shafathi, give somebody frenzy, and then maybe disarm and push him or something? Disarm or push, I should say.
I think either Freihill and Vorhild like the frenzy, of course. Indeed. You want to disarm either Habrat or Shafathi.
Right. Well, so it's target hero, so it would have to be Shafathi.
Yeah. Unless you reposition him. Yeah, but
this is true.
I think the easiest way is to put it on Shafathi.
Yes. I think he might actually put Bloodlust on the Freihill. It is going into turn 3, so it is possible that we might have a Rampant Hatred. So, just juice up that piercing skirmish damage, and then we may just attempt to go for a one-shot. Actually, no, not second thought. Now I think about it. Put the skirmish bonus on Vorhild. That way, you can use the Rampant Hatred on Vorhild. And then that leaves Freyhill free to use her mana for either a Glacial Rebirth or for sacrifices to help knock down the Terror. The Terror's only at 11 HP, which means it can go down with a little bit of firepower.
Yes. Okay, attack on
Okay.
Shafati.
Yep, makes sense. 3+ on Shafathi's. Not gonna, put him in any danger. Brings him down to 15.
Outsider skill number 1.
All right, so we're gonna push Shafathi, make him slow, get him out of the dome. This is actually very important because if we're going to attempt an assassination, you want as few heroes to be able to react as possible.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And he's putting the frenzy on Freiherr. Yeah.
Indeed. Okay, so I mean, still very, very good choice here. You can still use the attack bonus. Bonne would then probably get the bear to flee. You move with Freyhill, use the rampant hatred, target it once. It'll probably run away again. Actually, never mind, because it would probably run into that cover hex, which means you wouldn't be able to target it. Oh, you could always... No, because then Freyhill wouldn't be in your line of sight. Maybe this isn't as clear-cut as I thought.
Yeah, it's not that easy to calculate with all that retaliation stuff going on with the outsider.
Okay, so let me think here. If you did... So if you attack the bear, that's 4+, I would assume Bonne would run it into the cover hex. Play Rampant Hatred, you get +2 on that, so you're at +4 skirmish. Use the thing to move Freyhill out of the dome, move her next to the bear, skirmish targeting the bear, that's another 4+, so that's 8+ 2 flip bonuses. I think you've got a reasonably good shot of flipping and 3 damage total to kill the bear, and if not, you have Frey... Oh wait, you've used the Rampant Hatred for Freyhill, so you wouldn't be able to sacrifice it. Could be doable. The problem is, though, you got to watch to make sure Bonne doesn't spike it with a Nightmares.
Yes.
So that is actually a little bit risky of a proposition.
I mean, Sethero is on board now.
Yep.
This might be interesting as well, with his abilities through the illusion as well. So
yes.
I mean, look at him. While line of sight with his illusion, Sethero deals +1 damage with power card effects, which is really nice, and still he's a mage, deals piercing damage, and those cards really hurt then even more. And the projecting ability is that projected heroes may play power cards as though they were in the same hex as the Sethero's illusion.
I actually used that ability really well. Again, as I mentioned in that clash, I was about to have my Hobrat Snowblind, but instead I was able to use Reeve, and the illusion was 3 away, so I could just Reeve through the illusion and run away, and I was like, yes, oh, feels good. So the projection ability, like to use the projected heroes to cast through Sethero's illusion, very, very useful. And in fact, if he puts the illusion token in the dome, that would make it so that Hobrat and Shafathi and Setheru would all be able to play cards and react in the dome.
Yes. Which might be really, really powerful and useful here.
Yes. So we'll have to see how Bonne makes use of the Lord of Skytear. Because if he doesn't do something quickly, Pythoner is very much set up to just nuke the bear very, very easily. Let me see. I think we did see Dance of the Predator, if I'm not mistaken, from Shillavi. Yep, we did see that. We've seen Ermine's... Oh, we actually haven't seen Glacial Rebirth. Oh, yes, we have. Never mind, I lied.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Liar.
We've seen all 4 partners. Yeah, I was going to say, that could have complicated the math there. Because that would have just been damage. Yeah, this could get down to a game of chicken here with Hunting for Power. Dependent on what Bonne does here.
Activating.
I wonder if you have Final Judgment as Bonne, I wonder if you blast the outsider with it and try to bait Pythoner into a race. Because if you have a Nightmares Incarnate...
No,
That's a risky proposition, though, because you activate Freyhill. That's 4++. All he needs to do is flip a 2.
Yep.
Unless you have Release the Spirits. If you have Release the Spirits, Hobrod is perfectly positioned to actually completely neuter Freyhill, because Release would...
No.
Okay.
Did he play the card?
Yep, he used the new card. Okay.
Okay, we can't see it, so let me put that on screen.
So the new card that we're talking about is a yellow card. It is an action. 2 mana +1 called Materialize. And Materialize says place the... and now we're going to doom Freyhill. Very nice. No Rampant Hatred for her. So Materialize is place the caster on a hex containing a friendly illusion. And similar to Whisper of Nupton, this is a global ability, which means you saw there that Shafathi was, well, I guess technically that illusion was within 3, so that actually makes sense for the setup there. Actually, on second thought, I don't see the difference there of why you would teleport back there as opposed to where you were, because you could still have targeted Freyhill from where you were at. I'm sure there's something else that he's planning to do, but yeah,
you don't need to use.
Oh no, he was slowed. He was
yeah. He was slow.
Okay.
And
yeah,
he
that's why
would have needed to use an action to get into the dome. So now he's just playing cards and.
Yep.
Yeah. That art is great, right, Ryan?
Oh,
I really love it.
It is wonderful. So now we have the Doom on the stack as well. So the Doom going for the Freyhill. Pythoner is going to... Oh, and it's a 3-mana Chasm. Okay, so Freyhill completely out of mana. No Rampant Hatred, no sacrifices. Bonne able to now breathe a sigh of relief, as Pythoner cannot start healing the bear to death. And now we're going to attack Vorhild. Because why not?
Okay, where... Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, 0 on the flip, so 3 damage piercing. Still brings Vorhild down to 7.
Yes.
Ooh, Final Judgment just became a lot more appealing from Bonne. Like...
Kill on Vorhild and the outsider.
And Freyhill, yeah. Like, because Freyhill can't really interfere at this point. Ooh, this is going to get spicy. This is going to get spicy. So we've attacked. The illusion is nowhere over there. I'm trying to think of what you do now. Do you skirmish against Vorhild and then maybe go back into the lane and lead? Do you worship so that Cythera would not be right there, but that still might be useful to have the prediction abilities.
I mean, Shafati is out of mana, right? So the HUD isn't displaying it correctly now because of the card. It's still the overlay doesn't recognize the card. So
the overlay isn't recognizing any of Bonne's heroes for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know how he spawned his deck, but I think it wasn't in a fine way. So we see Worship.
Okay.
A skirmish against
Vorhild.
Yep. Okay, predicting a card.
Okay. Going to discard that card there. It was a disrupt, so that's not going to do any damage there. Obviously, we're going to get rid of that. Oh no, I'm sorry. The disrupt was flipped on the attack. Bonne is still predicting his card.
Okay. So getting back to what happened. Shafati did jump into the dome, play the Doom on fire.
And going to discard the Unstoppable, actually. So he predicted an Unstoppable, said not... +1 on the skirmish, Vorhild down to 6. And where's he moving?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Just stay there.
Yeah. Also, Giacomo, I'm sorry, Zaraghul. Giacomo says, I should have said
Oh,
this an
wow.
hour ago, but isn't Zaraghul too low compared to RG? And now apparently the team is running on it. Guys, you gotta let us know these things ahead of time. Or
Just an
when it
hour ago.
happens. Blame
RG is always
Giacomo.
louder than me. Okay, now I have to head into my OBS settings. Thanks, guys. Blame Giacomo.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to put something in here.
Ryan's just used to me being louder. That's fair. I am louder than most people. It comes with the territory. Usually, honestly, the surprise is usually whenever someone is louder than me. That's when everyone actually gets caught off guard because they're just used to me being the loudest person.
Okay, I'm going to... How's that? How's that, people? Please give me some feedback if that is okay, or if I need... Oh no, wrong. That was the wrong button. Now it might be better. Test, test, test. Hello. I mean,
Konnichiwa!
you're going to... Oh, that's too loud. You're going
I was
to
gonna say, you
hear...
sound very loud to me now.
Sorry. um,
Hello.
hello.
This is the Lord speaking. I am here to judge you for your sins.
This might be okay then with
Okay.
+3. I hope this is okay.
If not, then I think we just activate Nightbot and ban Giacomo again.
Yep, that's fine.
Because he is not doing due diligence.
Yep.
I'm not sure why it's his responsibility, but I feel like as the game dev, we can pin it on him and people will agree with us.
Yeah. Did any one of you gents recognize the lower thirds that I'm putting into stream sometimes? No feedback on that?
Nope, nothing.
Is the
I got
chat
nothing.
dead? Is the chat dead?
Oh, now that is fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the stream here. I just say, okay, that they're just starting to show up now. Okay. Mr. Fancy Pants with the nice little tags. I like it. I like it. Oh, and it comes up with you too. Oh,
Of
now
course.
that is clever. You didn't do one for Corito, did you?
Why would I?
Good. Okay, I was gonna say, why would you waste your time on that kind of thing?
He's always late to the show. Why would I?
It's
yeah,
true.
the advertising.
Well, you know,
Sorry, Giacomo. It's an advertising. Okay, it's technically it's called a lower third. So I was asking the advertising. Sorry.
That's actually hilarious that we've once
We
again
just
left Corito
should.
out. I appreciate Nick. When we come in IRL, I am absolutely covering your tab when we go to the bar. That is hilarious.
Wow, cool.
Oh goodness. Okay. By the way, we still have a game going on, I think.
Yeah, didn't see anything happen, so I just was clicking around my stream deck.
Yep, no problem. So it does look like Bonne has taken the turn marker off of Shafathi, so he is, I mean, obviously he's used all of Shafathi's mana and AP points, so there's not really much else he can do there. Pythoner is still debating what he wants to do at this point.
Yeah. I mean, Ryan is actually asking, why would there be one for me when I'm not commentating? Of course there isn't. Yeah, of course there isn't.
There wouldn't be one for you if you were commentating.
Even if you're alive. No, I would prepare something. I'm going to prepare for the sessions that I know with whom I'm going to stream and commentate, so that everyone is mentioned on stream here correctly.
Okay, all right. Well, back to the game. It looks like Shilvi is going to move. Shilvi is going to skirmish, targeting Habarat.
Okay.
I have no idea what the plan is here.
So far, so good.
0 on the skirmish.
I know what the plan could be.
Yep, I have an idea what the plan could be. Well,
is there
the
a
problem
touch of
is
incoming?
So
No.
there's a worship.
Why not attacking?
I don't know. Okay, so Vorhild was shapeshifted.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but he could have
So she
done
can't.
this outside the dome as well. Okay, he still has mana with Shilavi.
Yes. Now the question here is: did all three chasms flip? I saw one. One is flipped from the Doom effect. One just flipped on that. Let me take a look. Pythoner's got most of his discard. Yes. Okay. So all three chasms are gone.
Mm-hmm.
One sinkhole, two rampant hatreds are gone. So, no, two sinkholes and two rampant hatreds are gone. All four ultimates are gone for Pythoner.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So let's see some of the green cards you mentioned. Rampant Hatred. Yeah, and sinkholes, you said, are also in the discard.
Correct.
It's not good.
So, I wonder if the plan is to use Freyhill to attack the bear, and then Vorhild just uses a sinkhole such that the bear literally can't move. And then just beat on it.
Yeah.
Because even if Freyhild, if Freyhild doesn't finish the job, then that obviously leaves it open to a final judgment attack from Cytheru. Assuming that he doesn't go first here, and that Habrod activates now.
Yeah. Could you tell the stream which heroes on Bonne's side are exhausted?
Yes. So the heroes that are exhausted right now is Shafathi, Habrod, and Cytheru are active.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
if we go down in rank, because again, Bonne did something weird with his deck spawn that made it so that the TTS overlay can't read it. Shafathi is the first. Akudi, who is currently in the reserve, is second. Habrod is third, and Cytheru is fourth. Whereas on the other hand, obviously we can see Pythoner, Shilavi has exhausted, and Brovar is not currently in the game.
Yes. So, what victory condition are they going for?
I feel like it has to be hunting for power. Like otherwise, I mean, if we're going for an immediacy here, right? Because like,
yeah, there's
not gonna get a double kill.
No pressure on the lane as well, so
yeah. The lane Pythoner has advantage in the lane, and the control token's on his side of the map. So Nexus isn't really a thing. Like I feel like someone like we're just kind of glaring at it. Oh.
What did you see? Yeah, you're welcome, Ryan.
No, that's 4 actions. Never mind. I was gonna say, Habrod could potentially, if he. No, you can't do that because that's caster. Never mind. I was gonna say, if Habrod was able to get in there, you could just trap the bear in there. If you had your Blades of Lightning, play Blades of Lightning, the bear can't run away with its retaliation. Then slam it with the attack, and that would deal basically 9 plus 2 flips. And Freyhill can't sacrifice to kill the bear. But yeah, Habrod's 4 away, so he can't do that.
So Tapeworm is proposing Cytheru Illusion plus Pew 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 from Habrod's set plus Cytheru.
That would be fun. That would be fun. Ooh. Yeah, move into the dome with Cytheru, project your illusion, attack the bear, pew 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 pew. Somebody wins. Either Habrod or Cytheru kills, or Pythoner gets to activate and kill.
Habrod is activated.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Nope, that still requires the third action. Never mind. Okay, so Habrod is going to activate. Wait, what? Oh, he's going for the illusion? Why would you need Shafathi's illusion? That's Shafathi's illusion.
Yeah, that's true, but you might want to do a skirmish.
I mean, even so, that wouldn't require you to grab the illusion, though. Whisper of Nupton would be Oh, nope. Shafathi is exhausted, and both of those plans would require 3 mana. So never mind. Whisper of Nupton is not going to be what the play is here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ryan, I do agree that this game would have been a lot faster if Python had gone after Terror round 2.
yes, as do I. We could have very easily smeozed it where Shafathi is standing right now. With a little bit of repositioning, you could have just made it so that you just completely nuked the outsider, and Bonne would have just kind of had to twiddle his thumb and said, well, this was a game of Skytear.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And the king would still be the king.
Would continue.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, we still don't know the outcome of the game, but
true.
This
I would say
is so
Pythoner has
good.
the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you now have your heroes closer to, let's say,
Yes.
the possible victory condition instead of your opponent, so your options are there.
Yes.
Yeah, line of sight is an issue. That's true, Tape.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. The bear is in the cover hex, which means Cythera would need to be adjacent.
There's a move by Cythera.
Right?
So Cythera is activating.
Yep. So Cythera cannot both worship and attack the bear, because he would have to use a skirmish action in order to become adjacent. So we are going with the skirmish. I guess you could use.
You predict?
Nope.
No, you don't. You just attack.
We're attacking.
Freiherr.
What is going on?
Why?
I know
Setting
you
up a
can't attack
double kill?
Vorhild.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, you can't attack Vorhild.
No, you can't. You can't. She is shapeshifted. You can't attack her. She's shapeshifted.
Right.
Neither with a skirmish.
Nope. I wonder if he has both Final Judgment and Soul Scream. Like, maybe he's planning. Well, no, Freyhill has to activate. All she has to do is move away and then re-shapeshift and heal herself, and that plan goes to the bin. I don't understand.
Fine.
I don't understand what the plan is here.
Me neither. So
I mean, I feel like it has to involve Mind Palace. Although Bonne only has 4 cards in hand. Like, that should be noted here. Bonne's resources are... Oh, we're shifting to Skirmish. Okay.
Yeah, still... Yeah, and he can then predict a card.
Yep. Predict the card.
And then might possibly get edges into the outsider and then deal an attack. Okay, predicting.
Okay. So Nightmares Incarnate. So that is Nightmares Incarnate number 2. Still no Mind Palace in the bin here after 17 cards. So small possibility that he has it. Oh, okay. There's 3 damage. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Ooh.
Okay.
He could retaliate. Revenge on the outsider.
That seems like a bad idea. Because if you're setting up for the double kill, like... Then the bear just swats at Freyhill. Because if...
Oh, and he doesn't. He really doesn't.
Oh. So, well, here's the thing. You attack the outsider. This lets you draw a card, right?
Yeah, if you attack the outsider. No, I mean, the revenge is triggering now, I think.
Oh, the revenge is triggering. Okay. Oh, that's right. We have to do the revenge.
Freyr.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So what? Oh, come on, guys. What's happening?
Why did we move him back?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's 2 damage. Is he moving the bear? And that's why he's... I am so confused right now. Although moving the bear out of the cover hex does have its advantages.
Yeah.
But the bear is now in kill range. Like, the bear has 9 hit points, and Freyhill gets to do 6 plus 2 flips. Like, that is a very, very easy kill for Freyhill at this point.
Yes. Absolutely. So,
we're attacking Shillavi?
Maybe a skirmish to move him A hex
You
away.
you can't skirmish against Shillavi though, because Freyhill was the
Freyhill
offending
did the
hero.
damage, yeah.
You have to target her. She's not Vorhild.
You have to target her.
Yeah, you have to target Freyhill. If Vorhild did the damage, then yes, you could target either one of the other two because Vorhild's not targetable.
That's not okay.
Okay, so he is getting the bear out of the cover hex. This does make a little bit more sense. Because now you can make it so that Shafathi can. Well, Shafathi's out of mana. Shafathi's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
You could project your illusion into the cover hex. Again, not that it makes a lot of big deal. Cape, don't worry. We have no idea what's happening either. This is very much a game where we're sitting there and spamming the thinking emoji because no one has any idea what's going. Okay, and now we're going to attack Freyhill.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
It has to be a setup for double kill. Like that's the only logical conclusion I can draw is that we're somehow setting up for double kill.
Yeah, and that might be the reason why he wanted the outsider to move away, so that Freyhill can't trigger the revenge again against the outsider.
Sure. Yep. Now that being said, if Pythoner has another redirect, Shalavi can just redirect that against the outsider, and then the bear can swipe at Satheru.
That's a good point. This is quite a mind game.
I feel like Pythoner definitely has positional advantage here, even though Freyhill has been doomed. Like the Frenzy Pierce boost that she has just gives her pretty much the firepower she needs to kill the outsider. Like the outsider is now completely locked into one of two hexes, neither of which can be hidden from. Okay, so that's 5 damage to Freyhill. Okay, so Final Judgment will kill her. If there's an illusion projection, which there's not. And, well, we're just going to exhaust. Okay. Okay.
So no final judgment.
So, yep, no final judgment. My guess is he's got Nightmares Incarnate / Migraine, and we're going to have to hope that Freyhill's attack does enough to put it within kill range.
Yep, because talking about Last Judgment, it's an action card, and yeah, it's an AoE.
Yes.
So that is not the option here, actually, as Satheru is exhausted.
Yes, unfortunate. And no mindfulness to be seen this game, unfortunately. Okay. Did we see Blades of Lightning from Habarat? Let me see here. Ooh.
What's happening? Okay, Vorhill is activating and attacking the outsider.
Okay, so we're going to draw a card here. And 3+ to the bear.
Yeah, 3+.
This is a risky proposition.
+3,
Ooh,
6.
6. He better pray Bonne doesn't have Nightmares Incarnate, because this game is over. All right, Vorhill doesn't do piercing. Oops. I got a little excited there. Okay. Very interesting, because Shillavi doesn't have Dance of the Predator. Vorhill doesn't have any direct damage green cards.
Rampant Hatred has been in.
True, she could use Rampant Hatred.
Okay.
That's true. She could use Rampant Hatred.
Is there one left then?
There is, yes. Okay. That is true. I did actually forget about that. So yes, if Pythoner has Rampant Hatred, then I think this game just ends. Because here's the thing. Well, I guess you could attack Shillavi. Shillavi's not shapeshifted, so you could do that.
Yeah, what's the retaliation, actually?
We don't know yet. Bonne is kind of thinking, I think he's got his hand over Shillavi, so...
Why? Yeah, Shillavi's not shapeshifted. She's not shapeshifted.
Yeah, you can attack Shillavi, and she won't be able to swipe. Okay, yeah, so we are going to target Shillavi. So this goes to what we said. Obviously, the bear being melee cannot target Vorhild while she's also shapeshifted. No, she's not shapeshifted because she activated. So Vorhild is actually not shapeshifted
Yeah,
right now.
Wild has to lose her shapeshift, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can maybe ping this. I don't know, or remove it, or
Yeah.
however. Yeah, this is...
Oh, there's Rampant Hatred.
Yes?
Yep. Okay, there we go. Pythoner's going to play Rampant Hatred on Vorhild right now. I saw him bring it out. So this is going to deal 3 plus the skirmish. Maybe not, because he pulled it
Maybe
back.
not. Okay.
Why are we pinging Shillaby?
I'm not sure.
Because we already took a swing at her.
Whispers plus
yeah.
Nightmare means dead bear.
Tape's got a point. Tape's got a point. There's an open hex where that illusion could pop up, and then Nightmares would deal 4. But okay, Vorhild's going to play the Rampant Hatred, so that's a +3 because all 3. And so now Pythoner gets to take a free skirmish action. +2 damage. That'll be enough for kill.
Yeah.
Yep, that's game over by running for power. Good game.
GG. Wow.
All right.
That was quite confusing, but yeah.
That was a wild game.
Okay.
Shall we go and chat with the players?
Yep. We go into the chat. Just finding the right screen there. Okay, we jump over there.
Okay.
And check the attack on all target.
Oh yeah, that would have been.
My hope is that survive at least by 1, but you flip a 2. If you flip a 1, is 4 damage, and 1 is prevented by armor.
Yeah.
Oh. How many heals have in your hand?
I don't have any. We're just that was
no. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I cast Doom only to prevent sacrifice, nourish.
No, so Doom. The Doom was really annoying though because I really wanted to cast Rampant Hatred with Frail for the piercing and Frenzy already there.
Imagine.
And also I had Ice Wall, and Sinkhole. So like, I really wanted the mana to be able to do it, but it was like, and so the only option I had, I think, to prevent the Doom was I could have cast one of the Ice Walls from Shillavi, who at the time was here, and I could have done it that way. But it's like, then I'm wasting a card, and then Frail can cast stuff, but it doesn't really change that much. And I wanted to have the yellow mana because I did have a redirect in hand as well. Which is why I brought Shillavi first in.
Sure. Because I can simply flip only 1, for example, or roll 2 if I have so many cards to play with the Doom.
Yeah.
But I flipped 3. Yeah, he's potentially a good counter with Ice Wall on free.
Yeah, if you had somehow stopped me from using the Rampant Hatred to kill the Terror, I wouldn't have had anything I could have done about the Habarat's ultimate there. If I didn't go with the Rampant Hatred and Vorhild survived, I would still have the Sinkhole, and I'd be able to potentially rearrange things so that the illusion only hits only hits my heroes and not the outsider, and then I have a Psychic Shield to prevent some of the damage at least. But it would have been potentially difficult if you got the chance to do that.
Me too. And another ulti in my hand is Flashback. But
I knew that you might have a bunch of ultimates, which is why I was like, I need to just go for the kill now, because otherwise I'm probably going to wind up facing a bunch of ultimates that are going to really cause me problems.
I know that this match will probably finish on 3rd round before to cast it. Yeah. Very, very good play. Very good play. Compliment you are the new record.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And blame Giacomo, our commander.
And I've somehow continued my streak of having only green heroes die.
This is very true.
Yeah. Frail got close again, but she didn't actually die, so everything's fine.
Great match.
Yeah,
we actually did have a legit blame Giacomo moment, because he chimes in. He chimes in like an hour and a half into the game, and he's like, "I should have said this an hour ago, but isn't RG a lot louder than Zaraghul?"
Yeah.
Nice.
Trying to optimize sound in the background, but yeah, I would have liked to hear that information much earlier.
Yeah, it is always annoying trying to make sure everything's balanced there.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going to put the materialize card on screen as well.
Yeah.
So
that is a pretty neat card. Yeah, especially if you've got a bunch of Nupton heroes and you've got illusions all over the place. That can that can probably help. The fact that it's an action makes it. I mean, if it were reaction, it would be really, really good. I think it's still good without that, but
so strong.
It might be more useful in cases where like you have a slow hero who's been like thrown all the way in the back by the tear, and you can just materialize in the middle of the battlefield.
Yep. One of the interesting things that I think is worth noting that Zaraghul and I didn't really touch on when it was played is it says place the caster. Like, it doesn't specify the caster has to be a Nupton hero, so you can use your Sylvie, you can use your Kamaya. Yami can teleport all over the map!
Oh, come on.
I mean, Yami can
I just realized that Yami can now teleport all over the map. This is great. You know what? Best card, even better than, which is what we're talking about on Outsiders Only this afternoon. This is hands down the best card. Instant 3 of. Bless the game.
Yeah.
At least RG is liking some of the new cards. That's fine. Yeah, Python, we now had some of your thoughts about the card. Bonne, what are your thoughts? You were using the card here for Shafati to move him right into the dome, really far away.
Yeah, to counter the slow of Shafati and try to start to deal some damage on Vorhird and try to finish it with here. That doesn't target is my hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. My partner blocked me. And also is a great card for escape. Potentially I can use it on round 2 to escape with the Acuity.
Yeah, we were actually thinking about that. That you were going to use it. I mean, it's not in reaction, as you said. It's an action card, so it limits the possibilities a little bit, but I also think it would have been too strong then as a reaction. So you just jump out of attacks or something or shenanigans, and that will be too hard. But I think as an action card, and considering now that even Yami can cast it, well, congrats, Commander, to that new card.
Everything is going right today.
Or Kamaya for example.
Oh yes.
No one plays Kamaya. Who's Kamaya?
Yeah, it is too much strong in Tulane instead Ashen Pass. In Ashen Pass, it is useful when your hero respawn and you have the tower, the token of the tower on the other side. If you have illusion nearby the Nexus, you can put your hero in the middle of the battle. Instead, you use 3 action or 2 or fast to do as a great card.
Okay. Any final thoughts or questions?
Oh, no. You, Python?
No, I think I'm all set. It was a good game.
Yeah, really good game.
Sure. Congratulations again.
Going for hunting for power for me is like always one of those things. Is like I'm always on edge like the entire time. Like I was like just waiting for my day to be ruined by like a well-timed release of the spirits or something like that to like given the opportunity to like kill Vorhild or
I don't see it. I have 3 on Nabra.
I saw one in the discard and I was just like hoping please don't have the other copies in your hand.
Yeah.
And I
put 3 copies, but I don't see it. He's in the deck.
And I have to say, Pythoner, with you laughing here, I think you need to take this game a little bit more seriously. With next week being against the King of Jokes, we will need you to be very serious here in order to defend your title, which is, as we mentioned, now at 4 wins and the highest streak that we've seen since we started the King of the Dome series.
I still don't know how I managed to have like no heroes die other than green heroes. It doesn't
That
make
was
any sense
impressive,
to me.
actually. That is actually very impressive.
I really do dislike this. That only green
Poor
heroes died.
Zaraghul. Poor Zaraghul.
Yeah, my
So, yeah.
green heart is bleeding, gents.
Ugh. Well, we can see if Eric didn't completely abuse his power and select Vorhild over Nantaka, that could have changed. But there was an abuse of power, so I'm just saying.
I mean, honestly, Nantaka might have been. Well, I don't know. Vorhild ended up kind of working out here. I guess, like, I think Vorhild is easier to plan against to some degree, since, like, you want to be bringing, heroes with armor, and in my case, I don't have a lot of options for green heroes to pair with Vorhild either, which would make it kind of awkward. Nantaka is maybe a little bit more. I guess Nantaka does kind of focus pretty heavily on the lane, but I think it's easier to run Nantaka, with other, heroes of other colors, especially when again Vorhild would. If I wanted to go Vorhild with green, I have like almost no options. So.
Right. Well, maybe you should have treated your soldiers better instead of just mercilessly sacrificing them.
Hey, I treat Frail quite well.
Fair. She should be dead.
It's alive.
You healed her, yes.
Several times probably, but
yes.
I realized in the middle of that game when I did the big attack with Frail, I redirected the exhaustion, and afterwards I was like, well, maybe I should have redirected the attack so that the attack didn't like have the outsider's health, because I wasn't really intending to go for that, and it would have gotten me to kill on a Kuti quicker, but. I guess in the end it worked out. I was afraid at first that with the outsider being at 11 that I'd have a hard time. If I did too much more damage, it would be in range of like a Satheru or Habarat coming in and finishing it after me, but it's hard for me to kind of get the kills all the way from 11. So but it ended up working out. But
so just to let you know, Pythoner, apparently the current poll votes for next hero are Tlakali, Frahil, Shadris, and Kichi. So we will see how the votes go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we'll just round this up here. Thanks for letting us stream you. It was a really interesting game. Really nice afternoon with you. And yeah, congratulations to the streak here, going into match number 4 as the unbeaten king. Congratulations. And yeah, thanks, Commander, for commentating here together with me. Had a really nice time with you. And yeah, Commander and we are going to jump right from here to the recording of the Outsiders Only episode.
I should probably go write my intro, huh?
Yeah, you should get some aspirins. And as always. And yeah, we are going to spoil another card there in the episode, so please tune in as well. And
it's going to be so good!
This is going to be, I think, RG's most favorite card in this upcoming set.
All I can say is it is summertime, which means it is time to make a chemo great again.
That's obvious, yes.
All I have to say.
Finally.
And yeah, I hope the viewers are going to join us next week again with the next Skytear Sunday episode. And yeah, have a nice evening. See you then. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye, guys.